Hello and welcome to the Arizona Wildcats show. I'm Michael Lev. This is Zack Rosenblatt. We're with the Arizona Daily Star. We're at Arizona Stadium where we've just watched the Arizona Wildcats lose to USC 48-14. About the only bright spot of the day, Zack, is that it's still daytime. It's only 4 o'clock
You're not here before
when we're
midnight.
recording this. Yes. Not a good day for the Wildcats at all. Not a very good day for Khalil Tate. Looked pretty good in his 2 relief appearances, but kind of a different story when the other team has more of an opportunity to prepare for you. And Rich Rodriguez thought after the game that maybe the enormity of the situation got to him a little bit. What did you see from Khalil out there?
Well, I thought even the way Rich Rod pointed out, like maybe because, I don't know, because he kind of got thrown into it against UCLA, so maybe there's less thinking going on than when he has the whole week to prepare. But yeah, I mean, clearly he's a 17-year-old freshman quarterback, and he's getting thrown into a situation that he shouldn't be yet. They have a bye week coming up. I would think Brandon Dawkins will be ready after that. Be in much better shape, and you have him and then Matt Morin as the 3rd quarterback as opposed to your number 1 backup. Never ideal to have a 3rd string tight end as your quarterback for an entire half. But yeah, I mean, that was as bad of a loss as they had all year, and just all around, just nothing was working.
Yeah, well, Zack Green, the running back, said after the game that USC was bringing 6 guys up to the line a lot, basically trying to take away the run and force Khalil Tate to pass the ball. Good strategy. Khalil was only 7 of 18 for 58 yards. Even there were some occasions when he seemed to have wide open receivers and he was just flat missing them. So you wonder if he lost his confidence or if he was nervous, whatever the case might be. But as you said, this was a 17-year-old quarterback who finally looked like a 17-year-old quarterback against one of the most talented teams in the country. All that being said, they're down 21-7. They got a 4th down at that end of the field over there. 4th and goal at the 1. If they score there, make it 21-14, we maybe having a different conversation right now, maybe.
Or for at least momentarily, it would have been closer at minimum. I mean, just all the momentum just stopped right there. Already USC was kind of driving on offense pretty easily. And yeah, I mean, Arizona needs to convert that. I mean, maybe they should kick the field goals since they haven't had much success on 4th downs this season, honestly. But I mean, it's the right call in theory, but the call wasn't the right call.
That's exactly what Rich Rodriguez said afterward. He blamed himself for making a bad play call. Arizona's now 3 of 10 on the season on 4th downs.
But a lot of them in that area.
There have down there. There was one against Washington that kind of shifted the momentum in that game.
Yeah.
I mean, to me, if they score there, the crowd is engaged, the team is engaged. It's a big confidence boost. I don't blame him at all for going for it in that situation because you're at home, you only need a yard. Again, I don't fully understand why when you have a big, strong quarterback, you just don't get under center and try to plow it in there on a sneak.
He's never done that.
No, he hasn't done that. It's just not the way the offense works. Faked a handoff, ran to his right. There were 3 USC defenders all over him. Just had to kind of throw the ball away.
Also, they have Sean Poindexter, and I feel like they don't even try and use his size.
I think he was on the field in that game. Sean Poindexter, the 6'5"
they don't really
wide
throw
receiver.
it in that region in general, I feel like.
No, they haven't.
Yeah.
But maybe they will in the future. I don't know. They've got a couple weeks to kind of review things. So here we are. We're heading into the bye week. They're 2-5. They're 0-4 in the Pac-12. Things are looking pretty grim. What is your outlook for the rest of the season? I mean, are they going to win any more games? Can they possibly make a run at a bowl berth?
If you look at their schedule, I don't think you could. There's a very good chance they're an underdog in every single game the rest of the season. Oregon State will be on the road, and they've been giving some teams trouble now. I mean, Colorado's not a pushover anymore.
Nope.
Arizona State game's always a toss-up, but they're 5-1 going into the Colorado game tonight. And I mean, yeah, it's dire straits right now. I mean, luckily this bye week is here. They can get healthier, get Brandon Dawkins back in there. Things were working pretty good when he was healthy. Nick Wilson's hurt again. Who knows?
I was just going to say that's a lingering problem.
It seems like a lot of their defensive guys that were hurt are kind of coming back. So I mean, this week off is coming at a good time. I mean, like Rich Rod said, it would have been better 2 weeks ago, but it's now. So they just have to take. I mean, but they have Stanford right after the bye, and they're a team that they do not match up well with, especially if McCaffrey's back. So I think there is a chance they lose every single game. I mean, it would surprise me if they lost every game, because that's kind of crazy to think about. But I don't think they're going to make a bowl game if you ask me right now.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say at this point that this is a transition year or a rebuilding year or whatever you want to call it. Rich was even making references during this post-game press conference to getting things fixed in recruiting and it taking another year or 2, not the sort of thing you usually hear in a post-game press conference.
And the question is, how much will this impact this 2017 class? Does Greg Johnson watch this, seeing USC's pushing for him, and Arizona gets destroyed by them, and they don't have any positivity in sight right now. So I mean, it'll be interesting to see how this recruiting class kind of shapes out after this season.
Or maybe guys see an opportunity to come in here and play
right away.
Which
yeah.
seems
Which
like
I'm sure they're pushing. Yeah.
Yeah, it seems like there are a lot of chances for that. Anyway, that's our show for today. You can check out Zach's work and my work at Tucson.com. Thanks for watching.